Hi, in this video I'll talk about how to create a warm ads. Now this is what most realtors are doing. So they don't have a first lower offer, they don't have the second lower offer, they just have the main service, which is selling someone's house. And this is a huge problem. Why? Because people don't trust you enough to give you their whole house in order for you to sell it. And even if you have the best testimonials, reviews and systems, this still will apply for you. And it makes sense. If I scroll 2 or 3 times on my Facebook feed or Instagram feed, I'll see multiple realtors trying to sell my house. And these ads will be the same ones that our leads will see. And if we have the same ad as everybody else, they will categorize us as being the same as everybody else. So in the long term, we won't get that good of results. Instead, what we need to have is something like this. As you can see, this is the optimized way of running ads. And the first thing that you can see right here is the first lower offer, which is free value. And it is really easy for them to say yes, especially because it's free value. And because you have warm ads, it will be really easy to give the first lower offer because you don't even have to think about giving free value because you're doing warm ads. Then the second lower offer is a warm app or a guide. And again, it's really easy for them to say yes to because again, it's free. And then the last one, which is the main service, which is selling their house. And the reason why this is better is because they have the past of working with you and because you've already proven that you can do what you say you can do. And what if I told you they can make this even better? So the first lower offer is the free value. So again, warm ads, you will instantly give those. The second lower offer is the warm app or a guide. And the third lower offer is what we call free appointments until you sell your house. So what we do is to say, if you become our client by next week, you will be able to get the 1 out of 10 free appointments until you sell your house by us implementing the guide with you for free. That's what we do. And then the main service. And furthermore, what I like to do is to combine the second lower offer and the third one together. So again, it'll be us scheduling appointments with our leads for free for us to help them implement the guide for free. And this way, it'll build even more trust than what it already has. And the reason why is because not only you would have given them the guide for free on how to sell their home, but you actually help them implement it. And by doing this, you've proven that you can deliver. Obviously, the close will be way easier because they like you. Next, we need to craft your offer. So the formula that we'll use is dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of achievement divided by time delay times sacrifice or effort equals the value. So for the dream outcome, if you work with sellers, you'll be selling their house. But if you work with buyers, you'll be buying the best house for the likes. Then the perceived likelihood of achievement, you can either do this by guaranteeing that they will sell their house in 30 days, what we like to do. Or again, what we'll still do is to have reviews and testimonials. Then the time delay, how long you can sell their house, for example, 30 days. Then the effort and sacrifice, for example, nothing on the part, they don't have to do anything. And then we combine all of these into making an offer. So for example, with all of those, we help homeowners sell the home in 30 days guaranteed with nothing on their part. They just sit back and enjoy the ride. Now we need to craft the story. Firstly, why do we even need a story? And the reason why is because it's way easier to remember the key things and it is way more influential as well. And here's an example. The key concept is the importance of hydration. And here's the story. Jack was a hiker who often felt exhausted during his treks. One day, an experienced hiker named Sam joined him. Sam noticed Jack wasn't drinking that much water and shared his secret. Imagine your body is a car. Without enough fuel, it can't run smoothly. Water is your body's fuel. Now, how do we craft the story? The key is to make it like the person's story is the same as our potential leads. So what we like to do is to make them think that they were just a person that saw the ad and then took action. Then you need to respond to these questions. The first one is, what did your clients do to sell their house before you started working with them? And for example, it could be posting their house on Zillow or Realtor.com or posting them on Facebook Marketplace. Then, what are you doing that is different? And for example, it could be that you have the best marketing team in the world that is going to do the marketing for them for free on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and so on. Facebook. Then you need to craft the story. The first thing that you'll do is to talk about your past clients. And as an example, they tried the traditional routes of selling their home. They posted their house on Zillow.com or Realtor.com. They hosted open houses and then dealt with endless questions. Now you enter with your solution. And as an example, you can say that this is when they found us. Again, be sure to let them know that this person was a viewer of the ad that just took action. As an example, they were amazed by our promise of selling their house in 30 days without any stress. The moment they decided to work with us, we started working. You took the best pictures and videos of their house, highlighting the best features and unique charm. Then we ran targeted advertisements on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all free for them. Then you need to say what happened after you worked together. And as an example, within hours, the listing was seen by hundreds of potential buyers. The buzz was incredible. People were genuinely interested and serious buyers started lining up for viewings. Now you need to introduce your lower offer. And for example, and we even gave them a free warm app to follow, which we used to sell the house. Now you need to tell them what happened in the end. And as an example, in just 27 days, John and Sarah received multiple offers all about asking price. They were thrilled and couldn't believe how easy the process had been. No wasted time, just results. Now you need to introduce the best part. And as an example, in the best part, they got to enjoy the journey without the usual stress of selling the house. They simply clicked on learn more below and we took care of everything else. Now let's create the best warm ads to get your ideal client. First step that we need to do is to define your ideal client. What frustrates your clients the most and what are they looking for in a realtor? And you need to answer these questions. The first one is, what does your most ideal client want more than anything else? Is he working with a professional? Is he having a stress-free transaction? Or is it having a great realtor to have great references and reviews online? You need to fix those pain points and be sure to mention them in the warm testimonials. The second one is, what's the biggest problem your most ideal client has? For example, it could be finding a qualifying buyer, or if they are going to be repairs required on the inspection. You need to fix them. For example, for the inspections, you need to think of every possible repair that you need to do before the inspections to also increase your client's home's value. And or for the buyers, you need to find them qualified buyers that have engaged and are looking to buy a house right now. And you can easily do this by running warm ads for buyers. You need to specify these fixed pain points and then highlighting them in your warm testimonials. Then what are the top 3 things that frustrate your clients the most on a daily basis? Is he doing things that they don't want to do? Is it people, circumstances? Is it chores? What is it? For example, it could be lack of professionalism, not having timelines for the process, or lack of communication. Again, fix those pain points and mention them in the warm testimonials. The second step is to have a house worth as much as your ideal client's house. For example, if your ideal client's house is worth $1 million, you cannot share a house worth even $900,000. It needs to be on point exactly $1 million. If it is not, then the odds will break because people have different expectations once they work with you. The third step is to have organic creatives. Now what this means is to not do what the market is doing. So what they are doing is to have a professional camera and record the ad in their office. What we want to do is to stand out and to also make their ad seem like a real. And that's when organic creatives come into play. So what exactly are organic creatives? Organic creatives are how we record the videos. And what we like to do is to make them feel like a vlog. As an example, our realtors go through the neighborhood and then they record themselves walking while recording the script. Again, the purpose is to be different and stand out and also make it seem like a reel so people will stay longer, and in the long term, this will bring us better results overall. The first step is to make the scripts and the structure for the ads for followers on Instagram. Firstly, we need to know our structure. As you can see, this is the structure. So for the ads followers, we'll have the audience and hook. Then we'll have our offer, have a story and testimonial, and then the follow call to action. But for the warm ads, you'll have our audience and hook, have our story, have a story and testimonial. But the difference is that we'll have a lot more call to action. So for the warm ads, we'll focus on conversions, but for the ads for followers, we'll focus on getting followers. And you need to remember that each follower is a potential lead. You need to like their post and comment on them. You need to like the story and comment on them. And you also need to keep on one-on-one conversations through DMs, because that way they will stay top of mind. And once they think of realtor, they will immediately think of us, even if they don't want to, because by that point we'll be like a friend to them. And it is way easier to sell a friend than it is selling a stranger. Now let's make a script. The first thing that we'll do is to have our audience and as well as the hook. So for example, be, hey, your city homeowners, what if I told you they can sell your home in 60 days without you actually selling it? So your city will be, for example, obviously your city, so it will be Tampa, for example. Homeowners want to sell your home in, and then you grab your timeline for the offer, and then you double that. So if it is 30 days and your offer, you make it seem like you make it 60 days. And if it is 15 days, you make it 30 days, and so on. Because that way, we'll use in the warm ads, we'll use this time divided by 2. So we'll have the real one, the 30 days one. Because that way, they will be more likely to convert 2 times. So the first one, the first conversion is for a follow, and then the second one is for a lead. Then we say our accomplishments. So, hey, my name is your name, and I've personally your accomplishments. For example, I've personally helped over 100 families sell the home just last year. Now, because I accomplishment that you are really proud of, I've decided to create a free warm app on how to sell your house in 60 days, A to Z, and this isn't one of those click below and get a free ebook. No, this is real, and this is going to help you sell your house fast. Don't believe me? Here's a testimonial, and then import one of your testimonials. Now, if you're looking to sell your house as well in 60 days, go on our Instagram, give us a follow so we can help you one-on-one through DMs, and also check out our warm app through our content. Now, the 5th tip is to create the warm ads. And what we'll do is to go by the same structure that I previously told you about, and here's how we do it. Hey, you're city homeowner, so if I told you you can sell your home in offers days. So for example, hey Tampa homeowners, what if I told you you can sell a home in 30 days? Hi, my name is your name, and I've personally, now you need to add a different accomplishment that you have had in the past, but you didn't mention in the ask for followers, so that way it'll be different. Now, if you're like me, you're probably thinking, how can you possibly sell it in a month? Well, the answer is simple. Nowadays, you simply cannot sell your house the old methods anymore. Well, you can, but it's going to be a struggle. People will or won't, and now you need to insert those pain points that we've gathered, and then to simply make it seem like it's hurting them even more. You need to be different, and we are different. Now import the story that you've made. So, if you're looking to sell your house in 30 days and receive the same warm up that they used, click on learn more below and let us fix one of their pain points. So for example, let us handle everything while you sit back and enjoy the ride. And for limited time, I'll be able to throw lower offers. So for example, in our case, we'll be like, and for limited time, I'll be able to help you implement the guide for free with 1 out of 10 free appointments to tell you to sell your house. Or don't and struggle to sell it for no reason. The choice is yours. And this is what we call twisting the knife, because we make it seem way harder to bear. So that was it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.